fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's
fine.
crazy.
Everything's all good. All right, you got power rankings. Okay, I didn't even get to see. I mean, he should come back as their defensive coordinator, head coach. Unless they get into the postseason, which is possible. We're gonna talk about playoff implications after, or scenarios, I should say, after this.
Mm.
All right,
Mm.
what do we got here? Okay, yep, got that. So the Lions aren't even on the list.
Nope, because they are simply at the mercy of the NFL officials.
That's fair. I get that. This actually looks like
it's pretty same.
Wait, you put the Rams at 3? They barely beat the Giants. I know they went toe to toe with the Ravens.
Got the win. They got the win. They're 6-1 since the bye. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Stafford,
agree. That's why they're in the top 10.
Kupp, Kyron Williams. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. Their defense playing pretty good.
Okay, I know. I get 3 is a little.
You know what? I wanted to put them up there last week. I waited one more. I think they're.
You think the Browns are beneath the Rams?
Yeah. Look, I think Joe Flacco is doing an incredible job, but I think Matthew Stafford's better than Joe Flacco.
I agree, but I think the Browns' defense is significantly better.
It's been pretty good.
Okay.
Rams are healthier. I mean, a Rams Browns Super Bowl would not be ideal.
Yeah, no, it would not. Yeah, it's so funny because I literally made my honorable mention teams the Texans and the Colts.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, yep, they're both there. You know, the Steelers, I put them in there. A lot of it because it was out of love because they helped the Packers. But
sure.
Yeah, this isn't too far off. The only team that I thought I had a little too high was the Bills, but I had them above the Cowboys because they beat the crap out of the Cowboys. And I was like, all right, we'll see if they wind up falling. The Dolphins, I put down a little bit just because they were high.
I think the Dolphins are probably even lower than that because it's just the injuries. It's not necessarily like losing Bradley Chubb.
And Xavier Howard got hurt too, right?
He might not play this week. So maybe he'll be ready to go for the postseason. It's just, there's just too many key guys. And Chubb's such an important one, I think, for them.
Yeah.
Then the Texans and Colts both at 8. For the first time, I wasn't trying to be, it wasn't shtick. I literally don't know which one of those teams is better. And they both, whoever wins is in the playoffs. They're both fun teams. They're scrappy teams. You want to bet on the Texans because, CJ Stroud is technically a better quarterback than Gardner Minshew, but Minshew, you don't get rattled, He's going to make some mistakes, but he bounces right back. He knows how to run Shane Steichen's offense. So that game to me is probably one of the most interesting games this week, but it seems like nobody really gives a shit about that game. And I got the Packers at 11, moved them up, Tom.
I'm excited about this game because it's huge for their fan bases, like the Texans, Colts. I do agree though, but that's been both. The Texans are only getting media coverage because of CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Right? And then the Colts are still, they went on a 4-game win streak and we're still not getting any media coverage.
Yeah.
So I think once you have Anthony Richardson back, I think that's going to help a lot. But if the Colts wind up winning on Saturday, people are going to be talking about them. They'll be talking about him then.
Yeah, it'll be crazy.
So, I mean, you could argue he's one of the depending on who you talk. And a lot of people think he's one of the coolest. So,
I want to call him not cool, but I think dating Taylor Swift's got to help your cool status by a lot.
I would think so. Perna!
We're back with Brandon Perna. All right.
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis, people.
People.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Oh, I'm so glad that's happening. Okay, great.
I mean, how ironic is it, Tom, that Christian McCaffrey got a calf injury?
I think it'd be pretty normal. I mean, he's a running back, so.
No, but I think that's irony.
I don't know if it is. think it's unfortunate. I think he should be fine for the playoffs. But you're saying because his last name's McCaffrey, and that kind of sounds like calf.
If his
injury.
last name was Christian McGroin and he had a groin injury, would you not agree?
That would be a very interesting last name. I've
What
never
if it
heard
was
McGroin.
Christian McTwinkletoes and he hurt his toes?
You know what? That would be more ironic, I think, because toes would then be in his last name and would be his injury.
Ooh, I got the second pick.
You
Who should I
draft
take?
Christian McCaffrey.
That's yep.
The answer is CeeDee Lamb, by the way, is what you should do. That is the answer.
Yeah, I
Playing
mean,
against
last week was
Commanders.
the answer. 227 yards, should have had 2 touchdowns. Here's a question for you while we're waiting to make this first pick. I said the Cowboys outplayed the Lions in that game, and a lot of people were giving me shit. A lot of Lions fans were a little upset that I said that. We streamed the game together. I didn't say the Cowboys dominated them. I said they outplayed them, and they were that CeeDee Lamb fumble away from just winning. And there were some poor Mike McCarthy clock management away
Oh my God, it was
from
horrible.
winning.
Yeah, horrible.
But like,
Texans have it's pretty clear cut for them. They win, they're in, or Jacksonville loses to the Titans, and the Titans I think they're gonna really try to ruin the Jaguars' day. I think so. Probably gonna see it. Do you have the Texans winning?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I mean,
8,000 away.
who's the home team?
If they don't, Indianapolis.
I might lean Indy.
It's gonna be, dude. It's gonna be crazy at that stadium too. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like that. Could either be like, wow, now everyone's gonna start talking about the Colts, or it's gonna cement CJ Stroud's he's offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah,
like first primetime game too.
Yeah,
It's exciting, dude.
I really wish Tank Dell didn't get hurt for the Texans.
I agree.
The offense was so fun when he was there. But yeah, I think the Colts too, they've had just like their defense has given up a lot of points this year, but they're kind of like an opportunistic defense. I feel like keeps them in a lot of games. So it'll be interesting. So yeah, the Colts or the Texans, they just need to win.
Yeah.
If the Jags lose, then one of those teams lose or tie, right? If the Jags lose or tie, one of those two teams can clinch the South. So that's kind of wild.
Yeah, we'll know that, by the time the Jaguars are going to play. So
yeah,
this one, it's still crazy that we're talking about in week 18, the Steelers potentially making the playoffs. They're going to finish with a winning record. They're going to be above 500. This is also, the punishment that Detroit's favorite ref just got. But it's like pretty easy, I would argue, or like it's not out of the realm of possibility to make it because Baltimore is resting their starters. So the Steelers are going to be in, and that they're going to be playing hard. They will probably, I think, beat the Ravens. And then Buffalo losing to Miami is very possible. It's gonna be tough, but it's very possible.
I don't think Buffalo
I
loses,
think so,
but
Brandon, potentially.
But just a win and a Buffalo loss, or a Jags loss, or a tie in Indy. Man, the best way for the Steelers to get in my opinion, would be the Colts and the Texans tie, and the Steelers win. Now, I wouldn't count out Tyler Huntley. Actually handing the Steelers an L. But Mason Rudolph has just made their offense so much more functional.
Yes, it's efficient.
Like, we'll see if it continues.